Right now, Democratic Wisconsin leaders get a look inside Fort McCoy, where Afghan refugees are being housed.
And as the anniversary of 9/11 gets closer, a group of Wisconsin veterans is working to help other service members deal with their emotions. News 3 Now at 6 begins right now. New images from inside Fort McCoy tonight as U.S. military members play a game of volleyball with Afghan children and also hand out backpacks with coloring books. From vaccines to the vetting process, we got a little better understanding of what's going on inside Fort McCoy.
After a tour, Democrats, including U.S. Senator Tammy Baldwin and Congressman Ron Kind and Mark Pocan, answered some of our questions. Madeline O'Neill was there, and she's live tonight to tell us what we've learned. Maddie?
Well, now that they're here and safe, the next goal is to start relocating the thousands of Afghan refugees in the coming weeks, really ramping up by this weekend, Democrats say. Now, Senator Tammy Baldwin says there's a call out to sponsors, with the priority being to relocate refugees with their families across the U.S., though Baldwin says she's hopeful many will stay here in Wisconsin. Lawmakers, including Ron Kind, praised the vetting system that Republicans have questioned in recent weeks, saying biometric screening and background checks have been part of a layered process.
We have to do this and do it well. Otherwise, we will be hard-pressed in the future to find any friend or any ally who's going to be willing to stand with us at a time of need. And so how we do this and how we can bring these Afghans to safety so they don't face potential reprisal in Afghanistan, I think is going to be important for our national security interests.
We also know vaccinations are a focus here. One person did have measles. That's one of the diseases refugees are getting vaccines for. Of course, COVID-19 is another big one, with a, quote, very small amount of people having the virus and only one of the thousands here refusing to get the shot.
Overseas, Taliban soldiers fired into the air to break up a protest against Taliban rule in Kabul today. There also continues to be reports the Taliban is blocking U.S. citizens from leaving Afghanistan, including holding up planes at the airport. About 100 Americans are still in the country. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in Qatar today, where Afghan refugees are being processed. The Biden administration says approximately 58,000 people evacuated from Afghanistan since August 17th have made it to the U.S. The president reportedly plans to visit some of the refugees across the nation, although it is not clear if Fort McCoy will be one of those stops.
Back here in Wisconsin, a storm system that went through our area today produced some hail. Many of you heard it on your rooftops, and this is video from Wanakee and Fitchburg, where pebble-sized hail fell. And in Milton, we received a viewer photo from Brenda. The hail that hit there was about the size of a quarter. And in eastern Wisconsin, strong storms brought heavy rain, wind, and large hail to that area earlier today, up to the size of baseballs in Brown, Outagamie, and Waupaca counties this morning. Viewers from our sister station up in Green Bay sent in photos of the hail, which ranged in size from 1 to 4 inches. So, are all the storms behind us? Get your certified most accurate forecast with Dana Fulton.
Thankfully, right now, we're not looking at any more storm chances building in for us for this evening or overnight. In fact, the line now well to the southeast, moving through eastern Michigan. Looking throughout Wisconsin, though, we had several reports of hail stretching from Green Bay through Dane County into Rock County and Walworth County this morning. In Wanakee, close to an inch measured at about 10:55 this morning. Milton, right at an inch, almost at noon. So, again, a very strong thunderstorm passing through. But right now, radar's nice and quiet. In fact, for this evening, you're going to have plenty of time to enjoy that sunshine. Temperature-wise, it is mild outside. We are in the mid-70s currently with our breeze coming in from the northwest, and that breeze will help us cool down a little more overnight. Temperatures will fall to the mid to low 50s for overnight lows. As we look ahead to tomorrow, plan on a cooler afternoon for your Wednesday. We'll take a closer look at your full 10-day, though, in just a few minutes.
Madison police haven't released any new details about a homicide on the city's east side. Police responded to a call for shots fired near Acewood Boulevard and Martha Lane. Officers say they found a man with a gunshot wound, and he later died at the hospital. Police say the shooting was targeted and there is no threat to the public. Anyone with information regarding the incident is asked to call Madison police at 608-255-2345. A staff At the Waupun Correctional Institution is out of the hospital after a serious assault. They were hospitalized early last week. Officials haven't released details about this assault. Inmates have been on modified movement since this incident. A woman is fighting for her life after her son stabbed her with 2 swords. This happened along Owen Road. Monona police say 30-year-old Sylvester Mahomes Jr. asked his mom for money and a cell phone, then stabbed her several times when she said no. Mahomes will face several charges, including attempted first-degree intentional homicide.
Monona police are also looking for a man connected to a battery and robbery case and say he may be using the dating app Grindr. Police say he's using the fake name Michael Henderson on that app, but his real name is Menace Waitman. He's linked to several crimes in Dane County over the past month, including stolen vehicles, theft, substantial battery, and robbery. Maybe driving a stolen black 2005 Toyota Solara. If you were a victim of Henderson or know where he is, you're asked to contact authorities. A member of the Milwaukee City Council has been charged for allegedly stealing from her campaign fund, then lying about it. Chantia Lewis is running for U.S. Senate as a Democratic candidate. She's accused of stealing at least $21,000 from her campaign fund. She's been charged with 4 felonies and a misdemeanor. Lewis was elected to the Milwaukee City Council back in 2016 and announced her Senate candidacy back in July. Police in Edina, Minnesota, near the Twin Cities, say a missing 2-year-old has been found dead. Ikhlas Abdullahi Ahmed was last seen around 5 yesterday evening. Police believe she wandered away from her family, and searchers found her in a pond near the park where she was last seen.
Governor Evers has granted another 71 pardons.
As I said when I reinstated the pardon board, I believe in forgiveness and I'm in the power of redemption, and I believe the people of Wisconsin believe that also.
The governor has pardoned 263 people since 2019. He's on target to pardon more people in his first term than any other governor. The governor also signed an executive order today making changes to the pardon process. It speeds up and expands the process for applications in certain situations. Of disabled Wisconsin workers is filing a class action federal lawsuit that seeks to overturn a ban in state law that prevents people on disability from getting unemployment benefits. Republicans put this ban in place in state law at least partially since 2013, with loopholes closed in 2015. At the time, they called it double dipping. That leaves tens of thousands of disabled people who work part-time jobs to supplement benefits without a fallback when they lose that job. More than 172,000 people in Wisconsin have a stake in the landmark lawsuit. Attorneys say the law is discriminatory.
Those employees lose their jobs. The ADA, the Rehabilitation Act, and the Due Process Clause of the United States Constitution says those workers are to be treated like every other worker. To treat them differently is treating them differently because of their disability. In other words, it's disability discrimination.
Last year, the ban in state law led to disabled people who lost their jobs during the pandemic being unable to file for the Pandemic Assistance Program until the federal government reversed their position. But the ban on regular unemployment benefits remains. Ahead at 6, new details about the plans for COVID booster shots.
Plus, hospitals across the nation are at their breaking point, and there are new fears that a Labor Day COVID surge could make things even worse. The story just ahead.
Attention Madison and South Central Wisconsin homeowners. If you're thinking it takes a lot of time or money to upgrade your bathroom, then think again. Bad City Baths, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, is your trusted local source for baths, tub-to-shower conversions, and walk-in tubs installed in as little as 1 day. Premium patterns like Canyon Rock and Sierra Sand. It's so easy to afford. During our Rake in the Fall savings sale, save $400 with interest-free financing for 6 months and a $25 Walmart gift card with estimate. But call during this program will double your savings, save $800 on a new bath or shower with 12 months interest-free financing, and double it to a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. Plus, act now and get $250 in Mad City cash towards your next home improvement project. Dial 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
Welcome back. There's concern the surge of COVID cases is going to spike even higher over the next few weeks because of people traveling over the Labor Day holiday.
Now, TSA officers screened more than 5.3 million passengers over the long holiday weekend, despite CDC warnings, especially for those unvaccinated, to stay home, something that concerns health officials like Dr. Julie Morita.
If there were a lot of people who were unvaccinated that were traveling and they didn't wear masks, they didn't use appropriate social distancing, and they weren't washing their hands, we could see a lot more disease activity in the coming weeks.
And last week, the U.S. averaged more than 150,000 new COVID cases and more than 12,000 new hospital admissions. Hospitals are stretched thin across the nation, especially in the South. Dr. Hassan Kaki works at El Campo Memorial Hospital in Texas. He says wait times in the ER are unprecedented.
Never see 4 digits on minutes since checked in. We're 4 digits on the thousands of minutes.
And in northern Idaho, facilities can no longer handle COVID patients. Crisis standards of care are in effect, allowing hospitals to allocate resources to the patients most likely to survive. Officials are also monitoring the Mu variant to see how transmissible it is and how current vaccines hold up against it. The plan for booster shots may be changing. The White House hoped to start the shots on September 20th, but it might only be Pfizer that rolls them out then. President Biden planned to roll out booster shots for Pfizer and Moderna at the same time, but approval for the Moderna booster is now delayed by a data review. A booster shot for the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine is still being studied. Students and staff on the UW-Whitewater Rock County campus were able to get COVID vaccines today. The campus also offering COVID testing. Community members can also take part. Associate Dean Kristen Philhauer says the university is also offering incentives for those who do get their shots.
Yeah, we're really excited about the response that we've received. Students are actually eligible if they participate and are able to send their records to the UW-Whitewater COVID hotline. They're eligible for a weekly drawing of $500 and potentially a $7,000 scholarship.
Another vaccine clinic will be held tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and the state is still offering those $100 gift cards to anyone who gets vaccinated by September 19th.
The Red Cross is teaming up with UW-Madison to encourage students and staff to donate blood. They hold the blood drive every year at the kickoff of the new school year. Community members can also donate at the NIC. Roxanne Barra from the Red Cross says that blood drives like these make a huge impact on the blood supply.
There is a constant need for blood. It doesn't take a summer break or anything, so very important to have blood donors here on UW campus.
The 3-day blood drive goes on from today through Thursday, starting at 11 a.m. and going until 5 p.m. Anyone who donates will receive a free t-shirt, mug, and fidget spinner, among other supplies.
The fact that this is bothering you means you care.
Next at 6, many members of the armed forces are struggling with the upcoming anniversary of 9/11. How the Wisconsin War Memorial Center is trying to help.
And quiet and seasonable weather for the rest of the week. Dana is back. She'll have your first warn forecast after a short break. Stay with us.
What does your retirement future look like? With a well-built retirement, your future can look bright. Your financial home secure. Retirements are built here every day. Call now and start building yours.
If your old, outdated bathroom is bringing you down, let Mad City Baths bring it up to date with a high-quality bath or shower installed in as little as 1 day. It's our Rake in the Fall savings sale. And when you call during this program, you'll double your savings. Save $800 on a new bath or shower, 12 months interest-free financing, and a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. Plus, $250 in Mad City cash towards future home improvements.
At General Heating and Air Conditioning, your comfort is important to us. From keeping you cozy warm to cooling you off with the ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System. Plus, join our free home comfort program and keep your air conditioner and furnace running at peak performance year after year. Enjoy priority service and extra savings that really add up. Celebrating 75 years of providing award-winning comfort for your home. Turn to the experts, Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
Steinhoffel's Labor Day sale has been extended. There's still time to get great deals on the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses. Take 35 to 50% off store-wide and get great bonus buys like a Queen Beauty Rest mattress, just $349. This sofa, only $649. A queen bed, $699. A 5-piece dining set, now $799. Only at Steinhoffel's or steinhoffels.com.
Fry Construction is celebrating 26 years of providing excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by your neighbors and voted Best of Madison 2 years in a row. Best Kitchen and Bath Design, Best Roofer. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself and save 26% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Time is of the essence when planning for retirement. So take the time now to make sure yours is well built. Retirements are built here every day. Retirement Income Planning, LLC.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. There are certain to be a lot of memories that come flooding back this week as we approach the 20th anniversary of a day the country swore to never forget.
It'll be difficult and painful, especially so for the men and women who served in the armed forces. Brad Hamilton shows us how veterans from across Wisconsin are stepping up to help each other this week.
On my orders, the United States military has begun strikes against al-Qaeda terrorist training camps and military installations of the Taliban regime in Afghanistan.
Nearly a month after September 11th, those words ushered us into our longest war. This weekend marks the 20th anniversary since the attacks that led up to that war. This is a week of reflection for many in the country, but especially those who served in the armed forces, which is why Dan Buttry of the Wisconsin War Memorial Center is hosting a series of events this week to help bring veterans together.
I was just talking to some of the mental health experts over the weekend. They knew that this week they were going to see a significant uptick of calls and outreach because it's top of mind.
Buttry says veterans need time to heal now more than ever, given the chaotic Afghanistan evacuation that happened over the past month. That's why he's starting the event series with a discussion for veterans to talk about what went right, what went wrong, and where America needs to go from here.
This is going to get frustrating, so the fact that this is bothering you means you care. And then it's a matter of as you go through the healing process, what do you do with that? How do you channel that for positive results?
Retired Army Colonel Chris Kalenda led troops against the Taliban in Afghanistan. This week, he'll be leading some of Buttry's discussions in Milwaukee. He wants to help his fellow veterans get through this difficult time.
Well, understand it. Look, your sacrifice is not in vain. 6 of my soldiers were killed in action, and nobody can ever take away what we did over there.
Overall, Buttry hopes that this series will be a time of discussion, remembering, and healing for all involved. Reporting right here in Madison, Brad Hamilton, News 3 Now.
If you had any questions or want to learn more about the upcoming 9/11 events, we will include all of the details. Just find this story at channel3000.com and make sure you tune in to News 3 Now at 10 on Thursday for a special report as we look back at 9/11 and hear memories from former News 3 staff about what they remember about that day 20 years ago.
Meteorologist Dana Fulton rejoins us now with our firstborn forecast. Dana?
Right now, the forecast nice and quiet for the rest of this evening and overnight. But of course, this morning, we did see some stronger thunderstorms pass Those storms bringing in hail. This picture from Clinton, and it's really helpful when we see hail photos coming in that the ice chunks are next to some sort of measuring tape or even just some spare change so we can size up the hail properly, because the size of that hail absolutely helps us indicate whether or not the severe thunderstorm or the thunderstorm is severe or not. In order to be a severe thunderstorm, it doesn't just have to be lightning and heavy rainfall outside. We have to meet one of these criteria: seeing hail at least 1 inch in diameter or larger. And some of the hail today, of course, certainly meeting that threshold. The other big one we get around here a lot, the damaging winds, where we see straight line winds, sustained winds of 58 miles per hour or greater. And when we see sustained winds that strong, that certainly means that wind gusts can pick up even higher in those storms. Any threat for tornadoes automatically makes that a severe thunderstorm. And then, of course, if we see lightning or heavy rainfall, doesn't always equal the fact that the thunderstorm is severe outside. Sometimes we just have a strong thunderstorm rumbling through for us. Right now, again, quiet for southern Wisconsin. That line driving to the southeast. It's all along a cold front that brought us those stronger thunderstorms early in the day. Behind that front now, our dew points pulling back a little bit. Our breeze now coming in from the northwest, so that means temperatures overnight and for tomorrow will be a little cooler outside. Rather than being above average, highs will be below average. We'll drop back to the low 70s for afternoon highs tomorrow. Sunshine expected for the rest of your work week, and by the weekend, we are expecting those 80-degree temperatures to build back in for us. Looking at our future track now, we are expecting overnight to see these clear skies just stick with us. For Wednesday morning, temperatures will be in the middle 50s, and then afternoon highs with all that sunshine coming through, holding on to the low 70s. It is going to be a bit breezy outside tomorrow, though. Wind speeds about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Again, a little cooler for us this time of year, usually seeing high temperatures about 76, 75, so mid-70s, and tomorrow will be a little below average. Thursday, though, quite seasonable, mostly sunny. We're back to 80 for Friday, and for Saturday, mid to low 80s with a slight chance for a shower on Saturday. Right now, it looks like most of the area will stay dry, but a quick little front cools us down for Sunday. Sunday, partly sunny, mid-70s. It looks like we'll stay pretty seasonable for next week with an overall dry trend, possibly seeing some showers late Monday and into Tuesday, but plenty of sunshine expected to mix in.
New week, new opponent. Badgers getting ready for their first game with Eastern Michigan. We will get to hear from the team coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Don't let just anyone update your bathroom. Call Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, Mad City Baths. In as little as 1 day, you can have a new walk-in shower with a low threshold entrance and microban antimicrobial protection, or a custom walk-in tub with hydrotherapy and many accessibility features like grab bars and comfortable seating. But time's running out to call during our Rake in the Fall savings sale. Save $400 with interest-free financing for 6 months and a $25 Walmart gift card with estimate. But it's your last chance to call during this program to double your savings. Save $800 on a new bath or shower with 12 months interest-free financing and a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. And don't forget, you'll get $250 in Mad City cash towards your next home improvement project. Dial 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids recipe for health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
Discover what's in store at Habitat Restore Dane County. You'll find something new every time you visit to keep your project on budget with low price and high quality home supplies. For one-of-a-kind items, shop Habitat Restore Dane County today.
Scan the code. Deals loading.
Activate QR code. Initiate savings.
Away from your TV? Not a problem. Get breaking news, weather alerts, and political coverage from the award-winning News 3 Now team. Plus, all things Madison. Stay connected anywhere with Channel 3000, Madison's #1 digital news source.
Pretty moments in Wisconsin's season opener, there were still some bright spots, from junior running back Ches Malusi to the Badgers defense. Now, despite giving up a couple of big plays, defense showed up against a ranked conference opponent, giving them a good test for week 2 against Eastern Michigan. The Eagles have a 2-quarterback system, and each excels in different areas. Ben Bryant commands the air and completed 80% of his passes last week, while Preston Hutchinson is a dual threat. So in order to be successful, Wisconsin's defense has to be prepared and know who's under center.
Just being aware of who's out there, knowing, each quarterback has their own little tendencies. One's more of a runner.
Both have talented quarterbacks, and both have different kind of playing styles. Both have different strengths and weaknesses. So, we're going to have to pinpoint on each guy and be prepared for both.
And the latest college football rankings are finally out. Badgers stay put in the top 25, but are out of the top 15. They are now ranked 18th, which is 6 spots back from their week 1 ranking. The Packers are just days away from opening their season in Jacksonville against the New Orleans Saints. Now, these teams clearly aren't strangers to one another, especially on kickoff weekend. It'll be the 3rd time the Packers and Saints open against one another. Pack have the advantage. They're 2-0 against the Saints in season openers, and that hasn't stopped the Packers from working on their game plan for weeks.
We've been working on this for a couple weeks, and the one thing that's so interesting about the beginning of the year is there's going to be some unscouted looks for both teams, and that's where you really got to trust your rules. Guys got to understand the ins and outs, and then you just got to be able to adjust on the fly, and but that's true of any week.
It's been an up-and-down couple of days for the Brewers. They closed the weekend with a walk-off grand slam, then suffered a blowout shutout loss to the Phillies just yesterday. Losing 12-0 to the Phillies is the largest margin of deficit in Brew Crew history. And while the Brewers dominate almost every other team they face this season, there's just something about Philly. They're now 0-5 against them this season. Looking to snap that tonight in Game 2.
As far as your forecast goes for the rest of the week, thankfully we're looking at sunshine and overall pretty seasonable temperatures. Tomorrow a little cooler. Highs will be in the low 70s. Mostly sunny still for Thursday. Back up to the middle 70s. And by Friday we get to see the 80s again. Mid to low 80s on Saturday with a slight chance for a shower. That's along a cold front that will cool us down for Sunday, back to the mid 70s. It looks like next week will stay pretty seasonable. Mid to upper 70s for afternoon highs with overall mostly sunny skies. Quick rain chance expected to build in late Monday and for Tuesday. But otherwise, again, a pretty quiet start to September for us.
All right, sounds good. Dana, thank you very much, and thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we will see you back here at 10.